And welcome to Mondello Park, and you join us as the karts, the nationals and the juniors are on their warming up lap, copying the Formula 1 drivers. They're weaving through there. And just a quick run at the grid. In pole position is Gary Ringland, carrying that unusual number IRL, which is the first Southerner to win the All-Ireland Championship in 10 years. And they're coming down, waiting for a go, and it is a go. Marshall's moving out of the way, and there's a big one there on the inside as they go. Everybody getting very, very sideways coming through, and there's your grid. Ringland on pole position, Walsh beside him, then Derek Conneely, then Dino Morelli, then McGarrity, then Patrick Nolan. Someone there just got their way out of that. That's Michael Leonard, who started from the back of the grid. We can see already that it's Ireland. Gary Ringland coming in on the inside is going to Budweiser, and right on his tail there, number 39, Ian Walsh. These two from the front row getting through the double apex there at Budweiser. And someone trying down the outside there. These little karts, 100cc nationals, up to 16-year-olds can drive the junior karts, and once they become 16, they've got to move to the nationals. These guys are the stars of the future, and the battle going down all the way through the field. And look at Ringland using all the track, but in the background there, number 37, Kevin McGarrity, a famous name in motor racing, just trying to pop through there. And beside him, Patrick Nolan, son of the late Frank Nolan, the great sponsor of Martin Donnelly, now in Formula 1. And look at this for a train going down that straight. The 100 nationals, all in their little yellow-green number plates. The leader there, Ringland, taking the wide line, cutting in nicely on the apex, using all the track there into the very tight left-hander there at Aircell, and the long, which will be a long straight for these little 100cc nationals. Someone having a look at the outside. Walsh having a look down the outside, but Ringland holding it inside, and Walsh has jumped through into the lead. Ian Walsh there, number 39, nipped around the outside on the entrance to Budweiser, and is actually beginning to pull away from Gary Ringland. Now you can see that the battle royal, Ringland having a look at the outside again. That is a long way around at Subaru there. Walsh having a look there, trying to hold that inside line. Ringland through there into that gap as they get into the S's, and it's Ringland back in the lead, but Walsh is going to look at the dive from the outside again there. McGarrity having a look at the inside. They're bunching together. Walsh is holding that second position. Patrick Nolan there thinking to himself, will I sit here and watch these two battle out? But he's got to be very careful of number 37, which is now in fourth place. 37 having a look at Nolan again. In fact, getting alongside him. 7, Nolan moving to the outside, and again on the outside you can see that Nolan is really trying to keep him out there. McGarrity trying every maneuver he knows, but out there in the front it's still our leader, Ian Walsh. Ian Walsh, kart number 39, leading there, and this battle behind number 7 and number 37 really going. And beside me, well-known journalist Colin Doherty. What about these young men, Colin?
Well, Brian, as you say yourself, this really is the breeding ground for the racing champions of the future. Indeed, Ayrton Senna, the current Formula 1 world champion, started out in karting, and as you can see, the action in this class is very, very hectic indeed. Ian Walsh and Gary Ringland having an incredible dice here, and Mondello, indeed, quite a bumpy circuit to drive a kart around, Brian.
Yes, little bumpy, especially the kart. You can see when they get out on the ripples there, but this may look as if it's a bit too even, but this is how it is. These 100 nationals, all with the same engines, all very, very highly tuned, everybody with the same power, and it's down to these youngsters to keep it on. One little mistake, we can see that in the corners, Walsh seems to be able to get through the right-handers much better. Ringland looking across to see will he go the long way. Everybody diving for the outside of the corner there, Colin, which is the really quick line, but Walsh there seems to game it in the tight corners.
Well, this is very, very serious racing indeed, and when it started out as a class, I think people were not inclined to take karts very seriously, but these karts are in fact lapping Mondello just as fast as the Formula Ford 1600s, so they're very, very quick machines.
Yeah, 66 seconds around this 1.24 mile track. This is a double apex at Budweiser. And although they're spread out, there's only a couple of seconds between them. Ringland back in the lead there, holding the centre of the road as they come down into Subaru. He doesn't want to let Walsh down that inside. He knows Walsh is much better in on the tight line. You can see now the cart bumping in there. He's working away. The hands really working away as he goes through. And this is a back marker. Ignore number 17. Michael Leonard was slow off the grid, and he's going to get out of the way of the leaders. But still, he's going around the outside, tucking in there by the lead. He says, well, if there's television here, maybe I should get in the action. But there's no doubt about our leader on this lap. It is Gary Ringland now being hounded by Ian Walsh, and the battle for third place is definitely between McGarrity 37, number 7 Patrick Nolan. Beginning to make a move there is number 9 Derek Keneally, son of Tommy Keneally, well-known Formula 4 2000 race. And funnily enough, Tommy felt that Derek should have been on the front row. But unfortunately, he didn't seem to have a good practice this morning, and it's all important to be on those front rows because you get the break. We saw the action at the start. You can get involved in a huge one. They push start the carts. They do one warm-up lap, and as they come down in formation, as they're coming down to Subaru, having looked down the outside again, Ringland lost out badly there. If they're 4 or 5 abreast, 4 laps to go. Ringland tries the outside. Walsh trying to hold that inside line. Kevin McGarrity really working away there, and I think it's Derek Keneally who's really on the inside, number 9. Everybody diving out for the inside line. There's Keneally in the inside. Can anybody get up the inside? Ringland gets and snaps the nose off, and it's a brave man and a confident young man that can take that wide line. And up into third place now we have number 27 Donald Lockery, who's beginning to show. So it's Ringland. Look at young Nolan on the outside. He's pushing down Derek Keneally out. But this battle is definitely between Ringland and Walsh. Colin, so far 3 laps to go. What do you think?
Well, I think the action is absolutely incredible. This is as good a racing you're going to see as any class whatsoever. Gary Ringland very clearly in control here, but only just. He was the first Southerner to win the Irish Karting Championship in 10 years. And he's hanging on grimly there, with Ian Walsh putting him under amazing pressure.
A little bit of smoke there from one of the carts, a sign that may a little bit of overheating problems. They are all these air-cooled 100cc engines, highly tuned, very, very bumpy there, and that's 27 Donald Lockley, who's getting a little bit smoked. But look at the jumps and leaps there of Ian Walsh in second place, and he's really closing in on Gary Ringland. Ringland looks over his shoulder to see it, but on number 9 there, on the inside there, Keneally having a look to see if there's any way he can get up that inside, but still holding third place is Donald Lockery. Keneally in fourth now, but they're all together. 2 fingers there, say there's 2 laps to go. The leader there, Ringland, diving to the outside, got to hold that line. They really now have got 1, 2 laps it. They're beginning to get abreast. There'll be no prisoners taken on this. Will it be Ringland or will it be Walsh?
Well, I think my money has to be on Gary Ringland. He is the reigning champion, and even though he's had everybody breathing down his neck, he certainly seems to have the thing just about under control.
Yes, Keneally doing well, Lockery doing well, and we're looking to see where number 37 McGarrity, who was really showing well at the start of this race, seems to have dropped back. Someone trying down the outside. Could that be McGarrity making a run? It is still Ringland there, leading Walsh. Third place man diving down the outside. Indeed it is McGarrity. McGarrity dived by Keneally there, is looking up the inside, looking for second place. McGarrity making a lovely move, and he has got that second place. McGarrity beginning to make his move, but Tommy Keneally dives for the inside. Now he's in fourth place. Walsh has dropped back to third place, but it's Ringland. Look at McGarrity. They're 4 abreast. McGarrity having a look at the inside. Derek Keneally on the outside. Ringland is going to lose this lead to McGarrity, and will he lose out second place to Walsh? But it's McGarrity through. Walsh has gone into second place. Ringland holding off that second place, got the inside line. Now this is really going to happen. They're coming up on the back mark again, Michael Leonard, but our new leader, the dark horse there, McGarrity having a look. Ringland trying that outside line. Down they go. Don't forget, they're on their last lap. Less than a mile to go to that checkered flag. And it's young McGarrity. Looks over his shoulder cheekily, but who's this? It's a definitely Ringland now. What magic kart racing this is. Ringland's going to try the way around the outside. Walsh on the inside. Ringland loses out there. In fact, nearly lost to third place. But it's Walsh now, right on the number plate of who will try that inside dive. McGarrity, Weisford moving to the left, but they're really trying up that inside. Walsh gets a nudge from the back. McGarrity holds on. It's Walsh in second place. Derek Keneally trying that inside line. Walsh down the inside. McGarrity, and it's almost a dead heat. I couldn't separate those two. Colm, who do you think won that one?
Well, as you say yourself, Brian, it was right down to the wire, but I think in fact it was Kevin McGarrity who took the verdict on the line.
Absolutely fantastic finish to these, and look at that, 8 carts all together fighting for that unbelievable finish. And McGarrity, who is sitting back there, young lad shaking hands, having a good race, he held off for the first few laps. Look at this, and this is the final stages when they're trying. Watch McGarrity. There's Ringland. He has made his move now. This is on the last lap. He has made his move down the outside. Look at the cart on the inside in the red. That is Walsh. He thinks the inside line. He is number 39, but 37 our leader there, McGarrity. On the outside there with the IRL sticker. He lost out badly there. Tried the outside line. Let Walsh get into that second place. Now this is where Walsh nearly loses it. He's right on McGarrity's tail. Watch McGarrity move to the left. Derek Keneally trying up the inside. Now watch number 39 on the inside of your screen. He just gets a little nudge here, gets it very, very sideways. They're trying, but McGarrity miraculously gets through. He holds that first place, but Walsh comes out on a flyer. Now he wants to look at that inside line, and this is where they're coming to the line for this, what I must be almost a dead heat. On the outside, McGarrity from Walsh, from Derek Keneally, and Ringland on the outside.
Well, a photo finish.
And there's our race winner, young Kevin McGarrity, who left it on the last lap, and that is the most important lap to lead on. He was followed through by Walsh, and it was Patrick Nolan or Derek Keneally who came in. But there's lots more racing to come. We've got 2 Formula Ford races, the Ford of Ireland races. We've got a Formula VW race. We've got Fiats, and we have modified budget saloons. So lots of action from Mondello Park to come. Right.